what was
Pause
weird?
it. What is more heartless than a fucking CEO of a corporation? The decision in healthcare, the decisions that they make. This
jump his way to the top. I'm pretty sure he had to climb his way, and to do something like that, you have to have shown the company, the shareholders, that you're willing to do some shady shit to get to that position. So it seems that people are still confused, and after watching and listening to that Piers Morgan debate where they talked about the killing of that CEO gentleman, it just feels like either you're pretending, and that's your job, to sit here and pretend like people shouldn't be confused and upset, and showing the lack of empathy for this murder. Either you're paid to take that position, or you're just been living under a rock, or you're extremely wealthy. Okay, because we all know, and this is part of the problem, if you got the money, you don't got the problems. You know what I'm saying? You're not in those situations to where you have to either make a decision. Either you're going to get caught up on your medical bills, or you're going to pay your car note. You know what I'm saying? You're not making the decision to where you gotta pay for your prescriptions that month, or get your oil changed in your car. You don't have to make those decisions, and that's probably the root of the issue with normal people in these crooked companies. Because in my opinion, just about all insurance companies are scams. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock did this amazing bit like decades ago. He said, like, if, something along the lines of, if I didn't get into no car accident, I should be getting my money back. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are paying hundreds of dollars for these insurance policies, and, thank God that they've been well. But when it comes to that time of need, to where you need your insurance company to come through, what happens? This right here. This is what happens. And this is the only chart you need. Yes, there's a lot of other charts where it shows how much United has their profits. Their profits year by year has been steadily increasing, like the staircase to heaven. Like they haven't been missing each year. You know what I'm saying? But looking at something like this, and then when you're sick or you're ill, or all of a sudden you come down to where you need some medication, seeing shit like this, it's hard for me. And trust me, I try hard to love people, but seeing shit like this, and knowing some, personal experiences with, healthcare industries, and hearing some of the stories, it is hard not to say, who cares? You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and listen to one of my favorite people. And if you clicked on this video, I'm just assuming it's one of your favorite people too. Let's listen to Bill Burr, and kind of his perspective on this. Once again, there we go, right there.
Paul, what's going on in New York? We were just talking about it. That CEO got fucking whacked.
Oh my God, dude.
You know what's funny? I was sitting there reading an article, guy. They go, "Oh my God, he's such a great guy. He had a wife and kids, and he's such a great guy." And then you find out he and the other guys he's working for are getting sued for $121 million for dumping a stock and not letting the other people know. It's like, there's your motive,
dude. Anytime I hear CEO of one of the biggest healthcare, it's like you don't wish it on anybody. You feel horrible for his kids and his wife, of course. But dude, when I saw that, and I saw
what is more heartless than a fucking CEO of a corporation? The decision in healthcare, the decisions that they make. This is the thing. I'm not saying what happened should have happened, but I'm just.
And one thing, just to add in, before he continues, okay, this is my show. I gotta express my opinions, okay. You have to be a particular person to willingly take on that role. And I don't know his background story, but I'm sure he didn't jump his way to the top. I'm pretty sure he had to climb his way. And to do something like that, you have to have shown the company, the shareholders, that you're willing to do some shady shit to get to that position. You have to prove yourself, and you have to show that part in you that you just don't care about people. And that's exactly what people want to show back to that individual. It's not that people are, in my opinion, inherently evil or inherently hateful, but when people are kind of forced to participate in this kind of system to where, like I said, if you don't got the money, you're going to have these problems. Guaranteed. That's just how the system, the healthcare system, is set up. If they're dishing out all this money to people who need it, they're not going to make profit. So therefore, they need to make profit. So what are they going to do? Deny, delay, and I forgot the other D. Let me know in the comments. Just having a brain fart. But once again, that's how they make their money. So you have to be a particular special person to fill in those shoes. So once again, that's why it's hard for people to find any sympathy for his death. So there you go.
Heartless than a fucking CEO of a corporation. The decision in healthcare, the decisions that they make, this is the thing. I'm not saying what happened should have happened, but I'm just, for them to be like, oh, this is like, why would anybody want to do this? It's like they're denying claims and people are dying. The food supply is poison. It's like the fucking motive out there is wild. It's right up there, Paul, with getting life insurance. The second you get life insurance, whoever is the beneficiary immediately has motive. You are now worth such and such amount of money if you're not alive. And there you are talking.
Yeah. That's the first time in my lifetime where I saw surveillance of something that was like a fucking movie, where the guy just stood out holding the gun, silencer hat, shot him and just went off. That was fucking wild to see. My buddy who's a cop was like, did you see the surveillance? And when I saw him step out, I was like, is this real? That was nuts, dude.
And that's one thing, when I seen that surveillance video, I didn't believe that was real. I was waiting to actually see the real footage, but let alone that was the real footage. But once again, these companies are only motivated by shareholders, by profits. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to serve, 4 to 6, 8 years of economics to understand that. It's all profit driven. But one thing that I wish people would understand, because of course this is an important conversation, but to me this is like surface level understanding. Like, you don't have to dwell in this scenario to understand what the situation is. But my question is, what do politicians have a role when it comes to these healthcare organizations, institutions, big pharma? What do politicians have to do in this scenario? And this is why, if you want to go to the root cause of the issue, is to get money out of politics. Because once again, I'm not saying that you should go out there and try to kill every CEO, because unfortunately they're going to replace with somebody, with another asshole. And I seen a video where, one of his, senior advisors or whoever he was playing everything down. Hey, this was a good guy. He did his job well, and we're treating our customers with love and respect and all this. He has no understanding, or he doesn't care on how the healthcare system is treating people. These people do not care. So once again, you got to go to the root issue in order to get anything fixed. And in my opinion, let me know in the comments down below if there's any other, step one to getting this resolved. But in my opinion, that's to get money out of politics. Big Pharma should not be paying politicians through these super PACs for any reason. There's no upside to that whatsoever. I can't even purposely think of one like, oh, that could be a good idea. No, it is not. Money, large amounts of money, is never a good idea. Simple. But once again, guys, if you guys agree or disagree with anything that I said in this video, let me know in the comments down below, or hit that Discord button so me and you can have that one-on-one talk. And like always, let's have that conversation.